In a small village nestled at the foot of a towering mountain range lived a young boy named David. The son of a farmer, he grew up surrounded by lush fields and hardworking people. But David was different. While his friends were content playing in the fields and following in their parents' footsteps, David had a burning desire. He wanted to climb the highest peak of the mountains and see the world from the top. The villagers often laughed at his dream. "No one from our village has ever climbed that mountain," they said. "It's impossible. The rocks are steep and the weather is unpredictable. You'll never make it." Even his own father, a man who deeply cared for him, tried to dissuade him. "David, why risk your life? Stay here, work on the farm, and live a safe life." But David's heart refused to give up. He spent months preparing, reading old guidebooks, and practicing on smaller hills. He crafted a sturdy walking stick, packed supplies, and on a crisp autumn morning, he began his journey. The first day was exhilarating. David marveled at the beauty of the mountains, the chirping of birds, and the rustling of leaves. But as he climbed higher, the terrain grew tougher. Sharp rocks cut his hands and icy winds whipped across his face. There were moments when he felt like turning back, but every time he looked down at the village, he reminded himself why he had started. Next day, he met an old man sitting by a stream. The man with a long gray beard and kind eyes asked David why he was climbing the mountain. "I want to see the world from the top," David replied confidently. The old man smiled. "The climb is not just about reaching the summit. It's about what you learn along the way. Remember this, young one. Every step forward is a victory." Encouraged by the man's words, David pressed on. He faced treacherous slopes, freezing nights, and moments of utter exhaustion. But he also experienced moments of sheer joy, the sight of a rare bird, the warmth of the sun after a cold night, and the satisfaction of conquering small obstacles. One day as he approached the final stretch, a blizzard struck. The winds howled and snow covered the path. David's strength began to waver. Maybe they were right, he thought. Maybe this is impossible. But then he remembered the old man's words. Every step forward is a victory. Summoning every ounce of courage, he took one step, then another, and another. Slowly but surely, he made his way through the storm. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, David reached the summit. As he stood at the top, the world stretched out before him, a breathtaking tapestry of valleys, rivers, and distant horizons. Tears streamed down his face, not just from the cold, but from the overwhelming sense of achievement. He realized that the view wasn't the only reward. The journey had transformed him. He was no longer the boy who doubted his abilities. He was someone who had faced challenges, persevered, and triumphed. When David returned to the village, he was greeted with awe and respect. The same people who had doubted him now looked up to him. But David didn't boast about his achievement. Instead, he shared the lessons he had learned. Believe in yourself. Even when others doubt you, trust your inner voice. Take one step at a time. The path to success is often daunting, but breaking it into small steps makes it manageable. Learn from the journey. The struggles, setbacks, and small victories shape you into a stronger person. Years later, inspired by David's story, many villagers began pursuing their dreams, whether it was learning a new skill, starting a business, or exploring the world beyond their village. David's climb became a symbol of hope, proving that no dream is too big and no mountain too high. Morale: success is not just about reaching the destination, but about the growth and lessons gained during the journey. Persevere and you'll achieve more than you ever imagined.